Oh, sorry, we didn't see you there clicking on our video / podcast. I'm sorry, we were too busy laughing at our own hilarious video that just came out not too long ago that you might have seen and might have laughed at as well. But as you know, this is the Gentleman's Chat with me, Brock, and Thompson. So, but yeah, like I said, video's out. Kelly Speckles is out. It is pretty funny. I think it's one of the best videos I've seen in quite a while, and that I've made quite a while. So, but other than that, what about everyone else? How is everyone else doing? Brock, what have you been up to?
Just signed up for some classes today. I'm going to take some digital painting classes and some storyboarding classes to make myself a little better, and just kind of mess around.
Okay.
And pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Thompson, what about you?
Nothing that exciting. Just I'm getting ready to go to work here in an hour or so.
Yeah,
work.
We'll try to keep this fast. Yeah, alright, that's good. As for me, I'm just doing the old work thing, and then, like I said, Kelly Speckles is out. It took me a long time, longer than it should have been. But it's like a weight off my shoulders that I finally got it out. And other than that, creatively, working on my website, but we can go into that more in, what is it, Brock?
The cold front.
Po-do-po-po-do!
Wow.
You good? You good there?
Yeah.
Thompson, is that your phone? Thompson, is that your phone?
Thompson?
What's up?
Or
I wasn't AFK.
so the cold front.
Cold front.
Yeah. So what is out? Well, Kelly Speckles is out, and obviously this podcast is out. Ideas that for other things coming out. We have we're still working with this Minecraft thing, so we are going to try to make something out of that.
Also, those machinimas that we've been talking about,
yes,
those are still kind of working. Thompson has started scripts, and they're slowly coming together. It's a process putting these things together.
I finished a script.
Well, I mean, that's not enough for the entire thing, though.
Well, I know, but every show needs a pilot.
That's true too.
Actually, Thompson, do you want to talk about your book idea?
No.
Okay. Well.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. I'm glad you can share that with us. Moving on, I guess personal projects. Brock, what is personally projecting with you?
As usual, I'm posting on my blog. If you want to go see that, do that. And like I said, I signed up for some classes with, if anyone ever goes to CG Hub, it's a pretty nice community for, people that make, 3D models, or concept art, or illustrations, just stuff like that. And they have master classes, and I decided to sign up for 2 of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And as for me, check on my website. Once I get all of my back catalog of videos up there, which is like over 50 videos, and I've almost finished putting up all the loading completes on there. Once I get all the back catalog of videos, expect to see new videos, like maybe video blogs, or even just blogs in general. That is something that I am going to work on and hope get out there for people to see, and for something for people to look at and it's not like the same thing they've seen already. I mean, actually, there is stuff there that I've made for my job, and so if you want to get an idea of what I'm doing.
You mean like the Midland Water video?
Yeah, the Midland Water video, and I've actually updated the site just yesterday, and on Monday. So I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but now they know that it's been recorded on Tuesday.
Oh
no,
wait, but
today's
it's
Wednesday. What's going on?
Man, you have no idea what's going on.
Man, what day am I in? Are you guys on Wednesday and I'm on Tuesday? It is Midland. But yeah, I just posted up some stuff for flyers that I needed to create for one of the council people there. Is pretty K. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing, keeping busy. And like I said, I want to make my website a place where people can go to see new stuff rather than stuff that already has been created. So yeah, I think yeah, we're all trying to keep busy and trying to keep our creative juices flowing for not only Cold Morning, to keep Cold Morning as a living entity. We don't want Cold Morning to die, do we?
No, that would be sad.
And we're trying as hard as we can to keep going with Cold Morning and trying new ideas. So yeah,
let's move to the middle segment.
Hey,
Yeah,
I have a personal project. This is a book I'm writing.
Shut up. All right, middle segment. Let's do that.
Okay. So the middle section, and Brock thought of this, and like to talk.
Boop, 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 boop. That's the middle section noise.
Okay. Since we are talking about, finally something new, a loaded complete that came from Cold Morning, a skit that came from Cold Morning. Brock, what was your topic for this middle section?
Well, I mean, just like with any any production company, there's always those ideas that never happen, maybe because of time constraints or money. But with ours, we all have those ideas that we wish had happened. So the topic for tonight is, what is one skit that, even if you didn't write it, what is one skit that you wish had happened?
Okay.
Let's start with you, Ryan. What's one skit that you wish had happened?
Well, one skit that I was really excited about, and it seemed like everything was going together or being put together, and everything seemed to be ready to film, was Duke Nukem.
Oh man, yeah.
Because we were on the last step, and that was, well, technically the step before the last step, which was filming. The last step is editing and getting it out there. But we were on that. All we had to do was plan for filming, film it, and then we would have been done. Well, actually, we also needed costumes. Okay, so maybe we were about 80% done with the whole project. But like, everything seemed to be coming together. We had storyboards, we had everything, we had the script ready. And it was just timing, or our schedules that... Thompson, you okay?
Yeah, it's such a metaphor for Duke Nukem Forever.
I know.
It was like 80% done, I swear.
It's kind of funny.
But yeah, we had everything we needed, and it was just our schedules that couldn't make it work. And yeah, it was a pretty funny one, and it almost was going to be kind of like the finale for the Loading Complete, I guess, series. I felt like it was. I felt like that if we made that episode, then that would have been it. I would have been fine ending on that, because like it's really strange, because in a sense, this Kelly Speckles episode, if this is technically the last episode, it kind of went full circle, because we started with Kelly Speckles and we ended with Kelly Speckles.
That's true.
And for the Duke Nukem one, we were going to kind of start, or it was going to end on a scene that almost feels like going full circle, because a character that we've introduced at one of the very beginning. Or actually, no, it was like the same kind of concept, because Duke Nukem was going to a party, and hopefully soon we'll once we get everyone on here, that was something we wanted to do, and that was kind of act out Duke Nukem, kind of like a radio drama-ish kind of thing. But yeah, it was almost kind of gone full circle with that, because it would be kind of in relation to the Wesker video that we did, because Wesker went to the party and nobody really wanted him there, and then it's like Duke Nukem is coming to the party, and he has all these attributes and just tendencies that are so 90s and so cliche and so meat-headed that everyone's like, what are you doing? And it's that kind of same effect. And it's different and it stands on its own, but it also has that slight relation to one of our earlier videos, and that's what I really liked. And it almost has that kind of like that relation, and that kind of like, this seems familiar in a good way. That's what I really liked about it, and that's what really made me really excited to do it. But and then the ending is something that I really enjoyed, but I don't want to give it away, because what if we voice it someday? So
that's true. We might end up voicing it.
That's
Thompson,
mine.
would you like to go next?
No, I still need a minute to think about which one I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, the script that I'm sad never happened was a script that I wrote called Gamers in Real Life. Yeah, Gamers in Real Life. And it started out when I couldn't sleep at all. And so I just started writing one night, and it was meant to be like a 5-second skit, and it just ended up being a full like 3 or 7 page something. But it was about this guy's console breaks, and so he, instead of ordering a new one, he just decides to go and see what the real world is like. And his friend worries about him, so they try to get him to come back. And he's like, no, everything's great. I met this girl, and they're like, whoa, you have girls? And so he drags his gamer friends to a party with these girls, and they have no idea how to react to, typical gamer, what do you call them? Yes, stereotypes, that's it.
Nerds?
Yes. Nerds! Anyway. And it was a 3-part thing. Like, characters randomly make out, and,
oh, yeah.
Characters randomly make out, and then, they torture the third one into coming back and playing video games. It had all these really great jokes that I really enjoyed, and it just never happened, and I was kind of sad.
Okay. Yeah, that one also, because, like, the thing about it, like, being a 3-parter and it had kind of, like, a grand scale, and it had potential. I think, because I remember when we were talking about it, like, when we were talking about it back then, I was like, that sounds like a project I would like to do, but just... We haven't been used to trying to do big, like, 3-parters or big things like that yet. And I enjoyed it, and I was also afraid of the scale, because that one seemed like it needed a lot of production more than we were used to.
Yeah, we would have had to cast girls and cast party members.
We would have to deal with girls.
You want to be a star, don't you? You want to be a star, baby.
And that's another thing that
Well, that's like a lot classier than where I was going. Say, girl, you want to be in a movie?
But that's
classy stuff, I swear.
That's
artful nudity.
But I think that's man. Now I forgot what I was going to talk about.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, Thompson. Since you're jacking everyone up, it's your turn to go.
Oh god, I was paying attention to what y'all were talking about, and I wasn't thinking about what what project I missed.
Talk about the one about the 3-part episode where it turned into different genres.
Oh, that! Yeah, no, I don't miss that at all. That would have been stupid, but I'll talk about it.
Let's talk about the if we want to talk about planning and a lot of production value, let's talk about this.
So, yeah, if you know anything about our personalities in Cold Morning, I'm the idea guy. Not in that I have good ideas and then we execute them and it works out for the best, but rather I have a million ideas that always get shot down because they're not really well thought out. So I had this idea for what was it? It was I forget what the first.
Wasn't the first one a beat 'em up?
Yeah, no, okay, I'm pulling it up on my computer right now. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
It was a beat 'em up, and it's like, because this was back when we were just concentrating on loading complete. So we were trying to, we brainstormed how to do video game themed videos, but we didn't want to just be like, hey, we're doing a Mario video, or hey, we're doing a whatever video. We didn't want to get caught up in that, internet video game themed video, genre. We wanted to more apply it to real life. So, it was I thought of this video where it's a beat 'em up, but the guy isn't really aware that he's in beat 'em up. He's just like, why are all these guys coming out of the woodwork? Why can't I move, in 3 dimensions? He just basically walks around getting in fights. There was some sort of plot, but it's not important.
I thought he was like an investigator.
No, that was
back in
that was in the. No, what?
Did you say, does he go back in time?
Yeah.
No.
Is that not the same one where he meets his own cousin? Or his distant relative or something? From the future?
Oh, no, I know what
the-
you're talking about. Maybe
That was
if we have
our
enough-
pilot.
Oh, that's
Wasn't it?
right.
That was
Yeah.
either a pilot, or now we'll have to talk about that later, but... Go ahead, Thompson.
Yeah, he basically just goes through a bunch of beat 'em up tropes, and then he ends up, I had so much fun writing that one, I was like, well, where can I take this next? And then I wrote a point-and-click adventure, where it'd be this guy, walking around in a static background and interacting with objects. And then I just was like, you know what? Why don't I just make this a sequel?
And
all the
relate
other
it
guys were
somehow.
we're like, what? How are you gonna? I'm like, oh, don't worry. So I kind of pasted the plots together.
And then we get to the finale.
And then I was like, well, any good sequel needs another sequel, so let's make it a trilogy. And then I wrote the third part was a third-person shooter. So it would be...
Don't forget that the mayor, Mike Hagar, was in there.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. he was in the beat 'em up. And then the point and click featured another character who was a detective. Oh yeah, the beat 'em up. Andrew's girlfriend got kidnapped, and then he was searching for her. And then in the point and click, there was a detective working on the same case, and they would cross paths. And then in the third one, and Mike Hagar was there at some point, but in the third one they all meet up at a warehouse where their girlfriend's being held, and they got there through different channels. And then it's a third-person shootout. And the first two, the guys humored me on, and then when they were like, we're gonna have to film an action scene, do you have it fully scripted? I was like, not fully, and they're like, okay, we're not doing this. that's what happened to my grand 3 genres, 3 video plan, and then...
How about this? If there's anyone out there that would like to see this, leave a comment and
give us a like or a thumbs up.
I was gonna say, you know what's a hot thing right now? Doing Kickstarters. Let's do a Kickstarter for this project, and we'll call the Kickstarter 3-part action movie game. Mike Hagar starring or co-star.
Yeah, most of the Kickstarter is gonna go towards licensing that character.
So, and
maybe this Mike Hagar. You know who would be really good to play Mike Hagar?
Who?
Who's the really old guy with the mustache? Like the
Kelly
really
Speckles?
handsome mustache. Well,
Kelly
besides
Speckles?
Speckles. He was on Friends.
Kelly Speckles?
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, okay. Tom Selleck. Yeah, Tom Selleck would make a great Mike Hagar.
But,
Alright.
But, okay. So, and maybe next time we'll talk about our pilot episode.
That's true.
Yeah, because...
You want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, because it's getting pretty long. So, and Thompson obviously has work soon. So, let's go into the... What is it? Question of the week.
Question of the week.
So, Brock, you also have this question that you found for us. So, what is this question?
I totally forgot what the question was.
The question was, what is the worst thing you have ever tasted?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I'm glad I remembered what you found.
Yeah. Worst thing you've ever tasted.
So, what is the worst thing you've ever tasted? Thompson, why don't you go first this time?
Probably, no, you go first because I don't want to steal yours.
Okay. Well, would you say it even though I'm saying it first?
Well, why don't we say it at, like, the same time?
How do we know that?
Oh, well, mine's... Brussels sprouts Jones soda.
Brussels sprouts Jones soda. It's Brussels sprouts Jones soda. That is both Thompson and I's worst thing we've had in our mouth because, first of all, what's so funny, Brock?
Ryan, phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing is terrible on that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not thinking of anything bad about saying I had something in my mouth.
Alright, well, who's in your mouth? It's Brussels sprouts Jones soda.
But, yeah, Jones soda, Brussels sprouts Jones soda is pretty bad. It was a holiday pack from when, Thompson? Like 2006? 2007?
I don't know, I can pull up the video real quick.
No, it's... I want to say it's...
You can just link it in the podcast.
Yeah, I'll do that. But, yeah, this soda... First of all, making Brussels sprouts a drink is a bad idea. And first of all, making Brussels sprouts exist is also a bad idea. So adding those two together makes an even worse idea. So I remember I put the bottle to my mouth and it's just like a little drop hit my tongue and I automatic gag reflex. It was so horrible.
God, that sounds terrible.
It was terrible. But we should totally bring back Jones Soda Holiday Pack taste testing. That was fun and terrible at the same time. But that was ours. Brock, what about yours?
Pickled pig's feet. I was at a camp and my team and like there was a station set up for gross items, and you got points if you ate one. And my team was in dire need of points, and I had never had pickled pig's feet, and I nearly vomited 3 times. It's just absolutely terrible, and I don't know how it's a food, and I don't know why it gets made. It's possibly the worst thing that has ever existed on the planet.
man, you should totally wash that down with a good old Jones Soda Brussels sprouts.
You know what? It couldn't taste any worse. Why not?
That's gross. But
all right, you wanna?
But
yeah, let's.
That was pretty good. Yeah, sorry about the construction of this podcast this week. We had technical difficulties all over the place, but that, as long as we gave you the content that we enjoy talking about, hopefully you can forgive us for our all over the place nature. But yeah, great question, great middle section, and also we hope that you really enjoyed the Kelly Speckles video. Be sure to leave comments, and if you'd like to see more, let us know what else you would like to see from us. We would really like that. And be sure to spread this video, because it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be our last kind of loading complete video for a while, but we really want it to go, I guess we would like it to go out with a bang, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So...
Alright, one last thing before we leave. Lucky, I really think that you suck at Super Smash Brothers. So, bring it.
Oh, God.
Bring it. Alright, from us at Cold Morning, have a good day.
Have a good day. I'm sorry, Lucky. That was his deal.
Have a day.